Hello, Leos, and welcome to your June full moon reading. So it is a full moon in Capricorn. The strawberry full moon is what it is called. It is happening June 24th, which is tomorrow, June 24th, 25th, depending where you are. And that is really we're looking at what structures in our lives we are releasing, right? Full moons are all about releasing, and Capricorn is definitely the structures in our lives. So it's about structures that aren't really going to serve us going forward. That's what we're really looking into. So we're just going to do a nice little quick reading today. So this is for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever else you find it in your chart. It is a collective reading, so take what fits, leave what doesn't. It is a full moon reading, but trust that if you find it at a later time, you were meant to find it when you find it, okay? We are certainly not all at the same point in our growth, and when messages come across our plate, we are meant to hear them when they come to us. So we're going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle, and this is really kind of the overall energy that Spirit wants to discuss for this full moon with you. What's the overall energy here for the Leo's Spirit? What's the overall energy for this full moon for the Leos? Thank you, Spirit. The Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. 57. So I'm going to read the Oracle message, and then we're going to get into the tarot. You have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all your hard work. Squirrel Spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow. So relax into knowing there is always enough and that you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. You have potential, how much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for Spirit believes in you and wants you to know that you have enough and are enough. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything you need right now. That is a beautiful overall energy to be starting here, Leos. All right, so let's get into the tarot. So we're using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. Shuffle it. I have done I've done shuffles and premeditations before I do each of these readings, just to save time with shuffling on camera. But I do like to give it a quick shuffle again. So Leos, what is the recent past energy of the Leo's Spirit? Thank you. We have the Six of Water. Current energy, we have the Ace of Fire. Immediate future, we have the Star. Beautiful. What is challenging? What is challenging this? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. We have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Cups. And the Empress. Wow. The reasons why this is so important. Page of Earth. The Nine of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. And the Three of Air. With the King of Earth on the bottom. Holy smokes. All right, Leos. You know, the reason why the underlying here with the King of Pentacles, especially when it comes out with this, to clarify this Squirrel Spirit, believing in yourself. The King of Pentacles is that's that masculine energy of acknowledging that what you want to co-create in life, you have the ability to create. You have the ability to put the work in. You have the ability to make the steps to make that happen. Yes, there is working with the divine, and yes, the Creator. There is that universal influence that definitely supports our growth and stuff like this. But the Squirrel Spirit is saying that you already have all that you need. So take the steps towards that direction. Be brave to take the action steps that you need to make that tangible change become reality within your life, right? So recent past energy, we had the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups is a beautiful energy because in the recent past, to me, this is very much about where you have taken the time to go over your emotional place in which you stand. You know, Six of Cups is all about emotional reflection and doing that kind of reflection, definitely reflecting on your past, even right from childhood, and looking at all of the positive emotional aspects of your life that you have enjoyed and have experienced. You know, the hopes and the joys and the happinesses. You know, the Six of Cups comes after the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is about releasing yourself from emotional burdens. So once you release yourself from emotional burdens, the Six of Cups is about then opening yourself up to see, okay, well, yes, those emotional burdens were a part of my life, but this is all the happiness. This is all the positivity. This is all the joy that I have experienced throughout my life. And that's the recent past energy. In the current energy, we have the Ace of Fire. And aces are gifts from the divine. And the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands, this is about a new passion. You know, this is a gift from the divine that is sparking some sort of change within your life. And as we move into the immediate future, we have the Star, which is blessings, prayers being heard, prayers being answered, blessings being given, you know, the connection to the cosmos here. So let's get into some clarifying. Why is this Six of Cups? That's too many. Six of Cups, please. Clarify this Six of Cups in the recent past energy for us. The Six of Cups. Wow, we have the Five of Wands. Look at that. Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords clarifying that Six of Cups. Now, the Five of Wands is about growth. It's about change. You see, and when it comes out with the Eight of Swords here, this is where you grew from the idea of that you were a victim, right? The Eight of Swords is all about, look at how this girl is looking at that reflection of herself, and she sees herself trapped and stuck. You see, and the Six of Cups is that it's that acknowledgement of the good things and acknowledging that you have to grow beyond what you think has trapped you. We are not victims of situation, okay? Situations in which may have victimized us in the past certainly do not need to be what define us in the future. And the Five of Wands is where we do that growth to overcome that kind of victim mentality. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck, right? That Six of Cups is where you emotionally express joy and happiness. And in order to do that, you must overcome where you felt trapped, where you feel stuck, where you feel that you are a victim in your life, where you feel defined by those ropes and by those chains and by those structures and limitations put on you, right? This is the growth to overcome that. Beautiful recent past energy. Why is the Ace of Wands here in the current energy? The Chariot, beautiful. The divine is gifting you this new beginning because you are moving. Okay, Leos, you are moving. The Chariot is here because you are taking control with this Six of Cups and this growth and this overcoming of what kept you limited and stuck in the past. Now you are in this place of new beginning. The divine is now offering you this new passion and this new opportunity to begin a new life. You have the Chariot is moving, and the Chariot is about huge life changes, okay? The Chariot is about acknowledging that you have the power to go forward here. And I love that it is always a dark and a white horse moving the Chariot, because you need both. You need both the shadows and the light of your life to be able to move forward, my friends. Okay, you cannot be ashamed of your shadow aspects, because when we can acknowledge that those are our shadow aspects, we can claim power over those shadow aspects. We can claim them and take the reins of those shadows and move them forward, because they don't keep us stuck. Right? They don't keep us stuck like this. This is when we are afraid of our shadows, right? This is when we fear the shadows, when we fear those darker sides of self, right? When we fear that they trap us. No, we have to have the power and the bravery to take those shadow aspects and to move them forward with our light, because we are whole within that, you see? And that is this current, beautiful current energy. That is this new beginning, this new ace. You are moving. You are taking the reins of your Chariot here, okay? You are definitely, Leos, you are moving yourselves in a beautiful, grand direction. Let's clarify this Star. Why is the Star in immediate future? Nine of Pentacles. You know, and I love that the Nine of Pentacles energy can very much be this energy of just feeling the fulfillment within inside of self. You know, when the Star card comes out, the Star is about oftentimes connecting to the divine and really, you know, praying and I mean, oftentimes it can even be that wishing on stars, right? But when the Nine of Pentacles comes out, this is the self-accountability. And the acknowledgement that yes, there is that connection to the cosmos, but you also must be very accountable for the fulfillment and the prosperity that you allow within your life. You must be accountable for the energy in which you allow within your garden, right? And I feel that that's very much what you're walking into here, Leo. You're being very accountable for the blessings. You're being accountable for the life and the opportunity that you are living, you know, very much like this King of Earth. If you want this outcome, that Nine of Pentacles energy acknowledges, well, then those are the seeds that you must plant. That's the energy that you must feed. If you want an outcome like this, then you must feed and water and grow that kind of garden. Okay? I do feel that in this immediate future, there is going to be this fulfillment in self. I feel that you have been working so hard to find this fulfillment within inside of self, Leo, to find that prosperity within your own energy space. And I do feel that is where you're moving to. I feel that is the energy in which you are definitely moving to. Now, the challenging energy here, we have the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Empress. You see, in the Queen of Cups and the Empress, that's very divine feminine energy, and that's connecting to your intuition. And the Hermit is, again, that self-reflection, allowing yourself the time and the space to do the self-reflection needed, to clear out the rest of the bullshit, to clear out the rest of, and just to allow the divine light to shine through you, to connect to that divine light, to see what that divine light looks on an authentic form within inside of self. Okay? And then to listen here to the divine feminine energy within inside you. The Queen of Cups is a very high priestess kind of energy. She sees within the veils. She has the power of knowing that her intuition is her power. That's what, you know, when she connects to her intuition, when she connects to those emotions and that spirituality, that deep kind of spiritual influenced self within inside of self, she knows that's where her power is. And that is a very challenging energy, Leo, to be vulnerable to our own emotions, to be vulnerable to our own intuition. Challenging, yes. And the Empress comes after that because the Empress is about that co-creation, that manifestation energy. The Empress she is the mother of all, right? She is the mother of the universe. And she co-creates what she and the divine are manifesting and working together here. She knows that her power comes from the manifestations within the divine, but she knows that what she is co-creating with the divine must be something that actually directly speaks to her soul, because she can't co-create things that do not speak to her soul, right? Why is the Hermit here as a challenging energy? Can you clarify why the Hermit here is challenging the Leos? The Death and Rebirth and the Eight of Cups. Look at that. The reason the Hermit is challenging here is because within that self-reflection stage, within that Hermit phase comes the death and rebirth. One must release the old self to embrace this new sense of self. And that can be very challenging. The Eight of Cups is here because in order to actually move forward, Leo, you got to let the emotional baggage, you got to put the shit of the past and just let that go. Okay, this Hermit energy and this phase, it's because it's asking you to do this deep inward reflection, to not allow yourself to be influenced by outer influences, like not to allow your energy to be influenced by outer sources. This is about self accountability. Okay, removing the outward distractions and just allowing yourself to find this rebirth, find this new day. Right? Shed the skin of the past. Release yourself from these old emotional burdens and baggages that you are carrying, because it's not going to serve you going forward here, right? Why is the Queen of Cups a challenging energy here for the Leos at this time? The Hermit. Leos, it is hard to sit with yourself. It is hard to ground. It is hard to find this light and I think some of the reason it's going to be hard to find that light within inside of self is because the self-accountability that comes with it. One must very much greatly remove themselves from the influence of others and directly just allow yourself to feel the influence of self and the influence of the Creator here. Why is the Empress challenging the Leos? Why is the Empress energy challenging the Leos? Ace of Wands. Because this is a new beginning, very much like that current energy, because this is something that the divine is setting within you. And I love how the third eye is sparked here, because your intuition, Leo, is what's guiding you. That inner voice here is definitely what is calling you to find this belief within inside of self. And this belief that you can move forward, the belief that you are not stuck within those old structures and those old beliefs that you have told yourself. This is a belief that you are beyond, and you are moving further and past those. Okay, you are not defined by those old structures and those old structures and what you have believed in the past. You are not defined by that. Leo, you're going forward here with new passions. You're co-creating this new opportunity and this new world around you. And though it is terrifying, I'm telling you, it is totally worth it. The reasons why this is happening, the reason why this full moon is definitely influencing these structures to come down. We have the Page of Earth, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Air. Because the Page of Earth, you are at this new tangible beginning. You are at a new cycle here, Leo. You're ready. The Page of Earth is about being ready to actually tangibly begin a new cycle. And it's not that movement is being taken yet, but it is this pause phase, being ready to take the next step when the time comes. The happiness of self here, the fulfillment, the self-love, Leo. This is why it comes, and to feel the healing from this rejection of the past with the Three of Swords, because there has been a lot of heartbreak. There has been a lot of rejection. There has been a lot of wounds done to your soul. But this is the energy. The reason that this transformation and this belief within inside of self is so important, Leo, is because you are beginning to understand that love for self is is something you must choose, but also a path that you must choose to walk. In order to overcome the heartache, you have to choose the self-love. You have to choose that you are worthy of that self-love, but you also have to choose that kind of fulfillment. Because if you don't choose it, it's not going to take place. If you can't choose happiness, if you can't choose blessings, right? If you refuse to take yourself out of the victim mentality state, you will not be able to feel the blessings that surround you, because you're stuck in that heartache phase. Why is the Page of Earth a reason here for the Leos? Yep. Because the Page of Earth is here because you've done the completion. The work has been put in. Okay, you've completed the cycles. You've learned the lessons here. And until you can make the choice to believe in yourself, until you can make the choice to move past those old structures that are keeping you stuck, you will be stuck within the Two of Swords, the stalemate energy. You will continue to almost repeat patterns and repeat cycles. But see here, Leo, you have learned so much. And once you're in this phase of learning something new, you can't really go back, can you? No, you're going forward. You're believing in yourself. You know the outcome in which you want. So now you must believe in yourself to continue to take those steps to walk you in that direction, right? Nine of Cups. Clarify this Nine of Cups. Why is this Nine of Cups a reason for the Leos? Nine of Cups clarified by the Judgment. Here's your healing. Here's that happiness. Here's what you've been so desperately working to find. That surrender, that healing, that happiness that comes with inside your soul. Okay? There is happiness and beautiful, prosperous lives for us to have within our lives. There is. But in order to really truly live that prosperous kind of life with fulfillment and happiness and joy, we must choose to release ourselves from the burdens of the past. We must choose to release ourselves from the old limiting structures of the past if we want the happiness, Leo. And that is what you must do here. I'm not out to tell anybody what to do, but I'm telling you, if you want happiness, you have to release yourself from the structure, the restrictions of your past. Look at that. The Three of Swords was clarified by the King of Wands, the Strength, and the Queen of Wands. Here you are, both masculine and feminine energies, and your own Leo card right in the middle. To overcome this heartache, my Leo friends, you must embrace your divine masculine energy, the strength within inside of self, and your divine feminine energy. You must know that you are not a victim to bad circumstances anymore. You do not need to be a victim to the old structures of your life or the old heartbreak here, Leo. You are in this space. This is a huge full moon for you. Release yourself and embrace your wholesome energy here. Cut yourself from those old heartaches of the past. Stop believing that those old structures and those old limiting belief, victim mentality stories that have been told to you are truths, because they're not. I'm telling you, they're not. The truth is here, Leo, that you are wholesome. You have all that you need to create the life of abundance that you are wanting. One of love and prosperity, spirituality, connection to the divine. It is all yours. So choose that. Release yourself from where you have been stuck, because only you have been keeping yourself stuck. We all have the choice. That is our divine, that is free will. And until we make the choice to release ourselves from being stuck and trapped by old patterns of the past, we will never move forward. This is your choice, Leo. What do you decide? Let's finish this off with some Moonology oracles going forward. This is advice from Spirit to go forward. And I love finishing moon readings, new moon and full moon readings with Moonology oracles. I just think it's very fitting. This is for Leos. What advice, Spirit, do you have for the Leos going forward? What advice do you have for the Leos going forward here, Spirit? What advice do you have? That was a lot. Okay. Meditate and contemplate the new moon in Pisces. Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. Believe in the impossible. I cannot believe how many times this one has come out. Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. Show the world the real you, Leo. That is the full moon in Aquarius. Your hard work is paying off. The new moon in Capricorn. Don't let your pride get in the way. The full moon in Leo. It's time to take action. The new moon in Aries. And communication is key, Leo. Communication is key. The new moon in Gemini. Well, thank you very much, Leos, for joining me. That was an absolutely beautiful reading. As always, take great care of your beautiful soul. All my love. Bye now.